Well, hello, my friends. In today's video, we are going to be doing a lot of deep cleaning, decluttering, and organizing. So I hope you guys are ready, whether you're cleaning with me or just hanging out and watching. I'm excited because we got a lot to get done, and this is a longer video. So, yeah, we can get a lot done today. I am really looking forward to going through every space in the house, like I have mentioned, and just simplifying my spaces and my life. Can I get an amen? So, I am so happy that you are here. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and we are going to get started. All right, all right, all right. Okay, that makes me think of Matthew McConaughey whenever I say that. So sorry. This is Liam's closet, and it's a mess, but it's also a catch-all, as you can see. Got a green screen for Josiah. I've got my baby boxes that you saw just a moment ago, and we've been throwing stuff in here. I mean, it's contained chaos, but we need to tackle it. So I'm going to start pulling everything out of here because that's what you have to do when you start to declutter. Pull everything out if you possibly can, if you have the space, but stay focused, stay in the room, don't leave it a mess. I'm going to be going through his clothes as well. I've been kind of being mindful of some of the items I've been seeing, and I'm like, nope, those gotta go. So he said, Mom, do whatever you want. And I'm like, okay, are you sure? And so I am. I'm going through here, I'm getting rid of all the clothes, and I'm going to start putting it in this massive industrial garbage bag. Now, I will tell you, I did not finish everything I wanted to do in here, but guess what? That's life. Before we get too far in today's video, thank you Fastic for sponsoring this portion. So if you're not familiar with Fastic, it is an intermittent fasting app. A lot of people know what intermittent fasting is, but you don't know the details of it. So it is basically splitting up your day into periods where you eat and periods where you don't eat. And during the time you eat, you have whatever you want. There's no diets, there's nothing that you have to cut out unless you choose to. And then when you don't eat, you just basically don't eat. That is when your fasting begins, which is awesome. And you can choose a time that works for you. You don't have to go by any rules. Do what works for you. This app and intermittent fasting completely can conform to your lifestyle. A little bit about intermittent fasting and why it's amazing. So basically, it will help burn your body's fat reserves. It promotes regeneration and detoxification, slows down the aging process. Can I get an amen? It can prevent diabetes and other diseases. It stimulates the production of human growth hormone, increases metabolism. I need that. Boosts my energy and health, improves brain and body functions, shreds fat naturally and effortlessly. It also does improve your quality of life because you feel better, you have more energy, your body is aligned. It helps you lose the weight without actually dieting. There's no more yo-yo dieting, and you don't have to worry about counting calories. So this helps make your long-term weight loss goals absolutely possible. You're able to achieve the ideal body that you want in a natural and sustainable way, which it completely works for your lifestyle. And that is what I love about this so much. Also, the app is very interactive. It gives you details on what is going through the body and what is happening as you're going through your fasting period. So if you guys want to check this out, I have all the information in my description box. I'll have the link. I love it. You'll love it too. And give it a shot. Okay, so now we are in the kitchen and it is nighttime because I have a toddler and a million kids and I can't get things done in a timely manner. So it's nighttime, it's pretty late, and I am going to do a little bit of cleaning, actually a lot of bit of cleaning. We are going to deep clean this kitchen today. I always start with bringing all of the clean dishes on the countertop. That's just how I do it. It makes it easy for me. And then I will put them in their spaces, and then it is time to scrub some serious dishes. So I'm going to be washing the sink full of dishes here. We had spaghetti this evening, and spaghetti always makes such a terrible mess. So yeah, this is definitely needs to be done. Now I always try to do my kitchen at nighttime. I do not like waking up to a messy kitchen in the morning. It just puts me in a not so great mood. When I have my coffee in the morning, I need a clean kitchen. So this is pretty much a nightly ritual for me. Of course, there have been times where I've gone to bed. Let's just be honest, but usually this is tackled, even if it's at 11 o'clock at night. So I'm going to take care of all of this. And I've mentioned to you guys in the past, I absolutely love to clean, especially at nighttime when nobody bothers me. So yeah, you gotta pick your poison. Sometimes you gotta miss out on a little bit of sleep to have like a decompression moment, and that's what I'm doing. I'm weird like that. I love to organize. I love to clean. Um, I love to declutter, and so when I can do it without anybody like tugging at me, it is just amazing for me. It's so good for my mental health. I can't even tell you. Also, side note, I want to tell you that I know my voice probably sounds a little funny. I am sick again. Yes, again. We had COVID, the flu, and a cold from November to about February. We were doing okay by like early March, and then boom, I served in the nursery at church, and Emma got sick. I tested her, and she had like a super, super duper faint line. So I don't know if that was an indent line or not, but all I know is it's running through the house with cold, like just cold like symptoms. So we're just doing our best right now. Also, that's why I didn't post a video last week, because I've just been so sick. And when she's sick, she needs to be cuddled, and I'm totally fine with that. But she doesn't like my attention anywhere else but her. So I did not post. So I wanted to apologize so much for that. Now here is the cooktop. It is absolutely atrocious, and we are going to make it look brand new. I like to always start out with the Dawn spray wash if I have it, or just soap and water. I will get all of the grease and the grime off this cooktop, and I will also use this same sponge for the back of the backsplash. I love the pink stuff. It is by far my favorite. In a couple of videos ago, I compared this with the Scrub Daddy paste, and I felt like the pink stuff it was just great, and it's really affordable. You can get it from Amazon, and I got mine from Home Depot. I'm sure you can get it other places, but fantastic stuff. It works for this cooktop, bathrooms, just so many different things beautifully. It just breaks through everything. So I will use this, and whatever it doesn't get up, then I will use a straight edge razor, also got from Home Depot, and just get any of the little like baked on pieces on here. So I also wanted to say thank you all so much for being here, supporting me. You are my family. You guys are my friends, and I will forever be grateful for you. I am now going to wipe down all of the countertops, but before I do that, I like to wipe down my coffee maker. I do this every single evening. Also, it is nudged against the backsplash there, so it will often like some coffee will get on there, and I don't want it to stain the grout. I use my Method granite cleaner. It is my favorite. I am actually going to, from one of you guys, you mentioned it to me, and it just really was eye-opening. Y'all mentioned like using these sprays and the sprayway, and maybe that's what's irritating my lungs. And honestly, I didn't even think about it. It's just second nature. I'm in autopilot when I clean. But I think you're right. So I'm going to use up everything I have. I'm not going to purchase more. And then I'm going to dig back into my thieves and things like that, and try to just be more mindful about the things I'm putting in my home, because it's also in my head, in my air, and it's also in my lungs, in the lungs of my children. So thank you for that. I learned so much from you guys, and I just really appreciate your kindness and looking out for me. That just means a lot to me. I don't take that for granted. So I'm going to finish cleaning up this. This is Emma's little high chair here. Gonna clean it like I always do, and put this away and keep tackling all of the stuff on the countertop. Oftentimes I'll think, I need to probably like clean up these voiceovers a little more, but the whole point for me for a voiceover is not to sound robotic, is it to sound like, I don't know, like a teacher or something. I want to sound like I talk to my friends. So these voiceovers, oftentimes I'll say, hold on, or you know what I mean? Because I'm literally talking to you that's watching this. So, if you came here for perfection, I am not going to meet your expectations. I'm so sorry. I am who I am, and I do my very best. Thank you for the grace. I will always recommend when you have to do anything like this, this is the little trash area, but even like in the microwave or the freezer or the fridge, always get your vacuum if you can, and just get up any of the like extra particles. It just makes your life so much easier when you start scrubbing everything down. So I'm just wiping everything, as you can see, with another rag, and just trying to give it a good, a good cleaning. Obviously it's a trash area, so it's gonna look kind of crusty, it's nasty, but one of the downfalls I will say about that Dyson, you just saw me using it, it does not allow me to maneuver into small spaces, because it is an extra large canister, which, side note, she has yet stopped working, so I don't think I'll ever buy a Dyson again. I'm going to be straight up, unless they want to send me one or something. I don't think I'm going to, because they just keep breaking on me, and they're not cheap to fix. So they are the best. The suction is the best. They're an amazing, incredible vacuum, but I'm tired of fixing them. So there's that. So I am going to clean this area. I wanted to say just a moment ago, but I was talking too much. Those were real eucalyptus I got from Trader Joe's. I finally made the trip. I've never been to Trader Joe's and got some eucalyptus, and they were beautiful. However, they got nasty. They just continued to get nasty. The water was gross and slimy, and I kept cleaning it out. So I think I'm going to just have to stick with faux stuff. Here is my microwave, looking also crusty and dusty and nasty. So Gonna put this in the sink. I'm going to clean it. I'm going to take everything out of here, and I'm going to give this vacuum, Lord help me. I'm going to give this microwave a good scrubbing. Now, I will say it is hard to clean this bad boy because it's so deep. I don't know. Can the door of microwaves come off? Let me know in the comments below.
See the signs when everyone knows it, that you still ignore the strongest part of your own mind. You wanna see, say, cause you need it. You're drifting off the shore. You wanna reach, but not believing. Gotta lift your head out while you can. What's the point of being lost? There's water under the bridge. To pay attention to what matters not. Levitate above the mist. You will end up on top again. Just follow me, baby. It's the roses will bloom again when we have found a home.
So she is officially clean, and I'm going to again use the vacuum to get any of the particles between the microwave and the oven. I noticed it was looking pretty rough in here. It's not something I usually will look at, but you know, today is that day, or that night was that night. So I'll use my rag, my paper towel, to try to get in here as much as I possibly can. I will finally give up and use one of the straw cleaners, little bristle brush things. That didn't work so great. And then I will eventually just use a magic eraser. I am very fond of cleaning smarter, not harder, even though I do believe in some good old-fashioned elbow grease. A magic eraser always comes in clutch for me. Let me tell you, have a plethora in your home. They do so many things. It just makes life so much easier.
Show you the way out of here. Feel the courage and water. Go drifting away from all of the great.
I'm going to start wiping down all of the cabinets. It gets pretty greasy over here, I've noticed. Sometimes I will even see like drips along the backsplash or the side of the cabinet under the air vent, which I don't even know how grease gets in there. No idea. But I like to do this pretty regularly. They are white. Obviously, you see a lot of stuff, but you know, when the light hits it a certain way, you can definitely see some grime on here. So I do this very often. It is amazing. Even if you don't have white cabinets, when you just get some good old-fashioned soap and water and clean your cabinets, it makes a huge difference in your kitchen. Also, odors, it's a place where odors can linger. So if you notice you're not really able to get your house smelling fresh, get into the kitchen and wipe down, you know, above the cabinets, the doors, everywhere. And I'm telling you, it just makes a huge difference. So Hazel, when we first moved in here, chewed up the baseboard. So we have, I think he sanded them. Don't quote me, I'm not sure, but he is covering this up, just cleaning it up, making it look nice. And in my previous video, well, the video before the marathon, I had cleaned out this closet a bit, but my camera died. So I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what it looks like. I've got my bag down there of trash and donate. I did declutter a ton. Believe it or not, this always happens, and I always say this, there is more I can do. So it's always a process for me. I will say that so many times in my videos, and I say it not to be annoying, but I say it so you know that it's not easy just to go in there and get rid of a whole bunch of stuff. If you feel like you've been decluttering like crazy, but you're not where you want to be, listen, sister, brother, whoever, me neither. Here is my single car garage. I have cleaned this on YouTube so many times, and look at it. And I will say this later on in my video, I'm going to say it now. You can be the best organizer, the best declutterer, the best deep cleaner in the world, but if you don't put things back, you don't put things in their place, you don't put things, take care of it right away, it doesn't matter how good you are at those things. And so one thing my family likes to do is take these boxes and just set them here. And it is a huge pet peeve of mine. I'm thinking just like break it down. But I really have no room to talk because I throw things out here on the regular because I'm so stinking busy or distracted or whatever the case may be. So I am going to tackle this. And those days where you don't have the energy to do what you want to do, but it needs to be done. This was that day for me. And this slide box was giving me such a headache. I wanted to punch it so bad, but instead I used my X-Acto knife and tore it apart because it was driving me crazy, but I needed it to go into the trash can because the recycling people will not take things that are not flattened down. But I pushed through. I was able to get it done. I did not feel like doing it at all, and I was angry and biting my tongue the entire time, but I did it. And you know what? That's what counts. So I have this shelf here, and I like to have all of my decor items on here. You guys know I've gone back and forth with having a decor channel and also sharing decor on this channel. It is always going to be a passion of mine. I love to decorate, among other things, but I have learned in my simplifying journey that less is more for me. And as wonderful as it is and it feels to decorate for the seasons, I don't need as much as I thought I did. Being on social media, I started to think I needed more, and I have realized that I don't. But that is the job of some people here on the internet, is to make you think you need more, make you think that you don't have enough, but that's not true. So I hope I never make you feel like that here on my channel. So I am going through my seasonal items. I have a ton of florals. If you didn't know, I used to have a little shop. It was called Toolie Toop, and I got that name from my grandmother, my mama. She used to call me Toolie Toop when I was little. And I had a little boutique, and I made a ton of seasonal items and a ton of wreaths, which is one of my all-time favorite things to do, and I have really been longing to get back to that. I love to be crafty and creative, so I've been thinking about getting back to that, but I know for a fact I do not need all of these florals, so I'm going through here, keeping what really just sparks my interest and that I can use, and I'm going to donate the rest of the items. I've also got my spring items here, and I'm just going to kind of have my spring items in one section, fall in the other with a white lid, and then the other bin is just going to be my everyday florals. I wanted to add real quick, after Toolie Toop Boutique, when people would ask me what the boutique's name was, I would feel kind of embarrassed. I don't know why. It's so silly looking back on it now. Of course, this was like 15 years ago. So I changed the name to Purposeful Joy, and I wanted to add this little insert. For whoever has been here since Purposeful Joy days, let me know in the comments below. Just give me like a heart or something. that's when I started, and it brings me a lot of joy. Sometimes I will go back and watch some of my videos from the very beginning. I do cringe quite a bit, but then I just have like a sense of thankfulness. So I just wanted to add that. Tooly toot and purposeful joy. Again, give me a little heart emoji down below if you were here when I started with that name. I had mentioned having those real eucalyptus in this container here, but again, the water kept getting really gross, and I had it for probably, it was well over a week. I mean, maybe 10 days, but I just felt like it was such a challenge to keep the water okay, and then they started getting dried out. So if you have tips, let me know, because I would always prefer to have fresh, real foliage in the house if I can. But while I was decluttering, I found these sprigs, and I'm so happy because I was even thinking I need to go to Hobby Lobby and to find some more. And look, I just saved myself quite a bit of money. That is the joy of decluttering. You find the things that you have, you can use them. It's like it's brand new. It's literally like you just went and got it. And look, this turned out so beautifully. I do not know how many days it has been that I have recorded, but a little bit every so often. I think this is day 4. Let me know. I don't know. However many outfit changes. Yes, I think it's day 4. And definitely probably like a week or so because I don't do great with getting right back at things. Okay, moving on. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. So I'm continuing to clean up. You saw I was flattening more recycling boxes, and I am selling a lot of the stuff over here. So I am just getting it organized. So when someone says that they want it, I can just come out here and get it. You guys know I love to sell on Facebook Marketplace and Mercari. I don't really do Poshmark anymore. It was getting a little difficult, but I really did like that platform as well. Maybe I'll get back at it. I don't know. But Mercari has been like a go-to. I have sold so much stuff on there. And again, Facebook Marketplace is my go-to. I have sold so much, so much. So if I'm trying to donate something, it's something that I don't think I can sell, but I will usually let it sit around for a while and try to sell it first. While going through the house and getting rid of things, I'm also realizing how many cleaning supplies I had. And some people do send me things, and I'm very thankful. But also, I have just an excess of things, and I don't need it anymore. I had mentioned earlier, I really do want to get back to using my essential oils and be more mindful about the products I'm using for the environment and for my health. So I am going through a lot of these items and just getting rid of things. I will always offer it to somebody before I just throw it away. But you know, I will probably use the majority of the stuff up, but some of the stuff I'll give to Isabella because she can use in her house. So these cabinets are constantly something I have to stay on top of. And it's not always easy because when I am just going through the house and getting things done, I will often just throw things in here. And let me tell you, it doesn't matter how good at decluttering and organizing you are. If you don't put your things back, it is going to get messy again. And I'm telling you, I am the main culprit. I just kind of get in the zone. And I've told you guys in the past that when I clean, just so I stay on task, I will often just put things somewhere and then take care of it when I'm done with whatever I'm cleaning. That keeps me focused on the room that I'm in. But sometimes I just throw things out in the garage and life happens and I do not get back to it. Or I just put things in these cabinets and I don't put them where they go. So here we are again, reorganizing this section again. It is ongoing. But one of the things that I realized is even though I've been decluttering and organizing for so long, listen, I'm still learning. And when I start this process, I am pretty well aware that I'm going to have to go back and do it again and again and again, because sometimes it's just not easy to get rid of stuff. So I am just taking this clip here and doing it in real time. And I'm showing you how I'm going through the items in here. First things first, trash. Trash is anything broken, anything that you can't use, that can't be donated. You get the gist. Something that can just be thrown away right away. It's easy, put it in the trash can. Next, something that can go into another spot, then put that in another section. Or things that can be donated. So you kind of have 3 bins. Trash, supposed to go somewhere else, or donated. So this little this little drawer here I've had this thing for so long. When I lived in my very, very, very first house, I bought this because I was looking at Pinterest and trying to figure out how to organize my medicines. So this little plastic drawer has been really, listen, let me tell you, I got all my money's worth out of it. So I've got little odds and ends there, like push pins and glue and like a little tape measure and things like that. And I pretty much simplified it a great deal more. I don't think I need to come back in here now, but again, I think this is like my 3rd time doing this cabinet area. Also, I have a ton of spray paint in here because I love to do little crafts and stuff. So this cabinet I got from IKEA. If you remember, this was inside and I put little my espresso maker on here. But as I've been going through this simplifying journey even more so, I have just been getting rid of all of the extra, and that includes extra furniture. So I decided to go ahead and put this in here. Isabella was going to take it. She has not, and it's been months. So I believe I'm probably going to ask some of my friends or my neighbors, and then if they don't want it, it is off to the Salvation Army. And then I put my candle stuff there. I've also got some of my party supplies and things like that that I store out here that was in that cabinet. But I'm not going to hold that entire cabinet for just a couple of things. I'm going to get rid of more items in my garage and make space. So that's the goal here. Now, I also noticed that I have way too many pillows, and in my mind, I don't realize that I have that many when I purchase more. But one of the blessings with simplifying and getting rid of things is you become insanely aware of your purchases. So for me, that's a really big deal because things are out of sight, out of mind, and especially when it's cluttered, it's hard to see anything. So going through these items and having it right there in front of me, like on these shelves, then I know. I also know that I shouldn't purchase any more pillows. That's a fact. My dogs lay on it and it just drives me crazy. So I will sometimes bring them onto the couch, and then I will always bring them back into the garage. So no more pillows for me. Next, I have that robot vacuum. Actually, a sponsor sent that to me, and I told them I would test it out before I put it on my channel to see if it was any good. I didn't personally like it, so I didn't share it with you guys. But they weren't too happy about that. I think because maybe other people just do it even if it's not good. It's not a good product, but I wouldn't. So they told me I had to pay to ship it back, and I told them absolutely not. So it's been sitting in my garage for about 6 months, and it's going to the Salvation Army now. So I'm going to start over here. I've got Chris's Work cooler, some extra ones for games. My Tenneco. Okay. You can hold the basket books right here. These are plugged in. I have all of the little little things that you put on the bottom of these, like mops and stuff. This is the mop I used in last video. I love it. My Scentsy. I go back and forth. Do I want Scentsy? Do I not? Is it toxic? Is it not? Does it smell good? Yes. I just, you know, it's a journey. Obviously my mop. Coming over here. All the necessities. We do have 2 mops. Da 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 da. We actually broke this mop down. It's a dollar store mop for Emma. Bags for the dog walking. Self-explanatory. Self-explanatory. All my wreaths. Let's go in here. This was what was overwhelming me so much. This is why it's taken me so long. I put all of my scrubs, and then I found this picture right here, all of the carpet cleaning, detergent that I put in the carpet cleaner, some animal stuff, and then I just got this here. Oh, hello. And then more cleaners right here. These are like all extra bottles. Hey, I'm videotaping. I need that out of here.
Emma wants to go on this. Can I like go super slow like this slow?
I don't know.
Please?
No. Light bulbs, and then those are command hooks. That is for the steamer. What is that called? Attachments, steamer. Yeah. Oh gosh, it feels so good. It's amazing. It was overwhelming me so much, and yet I was able to knock it out so quickly. Paint, spray paints, miscellaneous tools I need, big tools and tapes, shipping stuff. You know, I sell on Macari all the time at Facebook Marketplace, so that's for that. Paint and caulk, ribbons, extra boxes, diffuser stuff, personal items and canvases. I got through that quick. Not right now. I'm literally trying to do a video. Not right now. Not right now. I'm doing a video, sweetheart. Let me just finish. Let me finish. Hop on out of here, please. Hop out of. Baby, I'm trying to finish a video. I took you to the pool, buddy. So up there, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. These are all individual little things, and I haven't really, in my mind I had a lot of uses, but I don't know. That might be going soon. Party supplies, more party supplies, cleaning stuff. Baskets I cannot get rid of. I don't know, I'm attached to them. We'll see. Pots, pillows. Not sure what I'm doing with that yet. Easter, fall. Not sure what I'm doing with that. I'm not ready to sell that yet. I'm going to see if somebody wants this. I have a friend who might want it. This is stuff I can't get rid of. Like this gator stocking, my very first tree skirt when Isabella was a new baby. A painting she did. Like, I can't get rid of this stuff, but I don't have a place for it just yet because it won't fit in here, which is more pictures and like photo albums. And then all of this is just organizing stuff, greenery, and more organizing stuff. And this is all pretty self-explanatory. Love their mattresses, by the way. Over here, I have this listed for sale. That mirror is my mom's husband's family's mirror, super heavy, real antique. And then I have all of this listed. These are Studio McGee. You know, I have admitted that my eyes sometimes get bigger than my wallet, and I see something popular and I'm like, I have to have it. And then I realize once I just get aligned with what I need and what I want, I don't need it anymore. So I try to make my money back. I haven't done that. It has been quite some time, and I have not done that, and it's felt really good. The walls may be bare, but I'm not putting things on there just because it's a trend, and that feels incredible. So I've got this desk here. I will put my computer up here. It's one of those electric desks while I walk, and I will edit. I'm getting rid of this. I'm gonna see if my daughter wants it, so it's empty. Our freezer, our cute little refrigerator that Chris won, and that's it. So now, bring, bring, bring. Bring, bring. Bring, bring. She has a diaper on, so I'm trying to keep her out of the frame. Yep, after bath diaper. Okay, so I'm going to sweep this up real quick and be back. Okay, so I'm going to sweep all of this up. Usually I will just bring in the blower and just knock this out. But let me tell you, there is something somewhat therapeutic about just using the good old-fashioned broom or a mop. It works great. So I'm going to take care of this. I am so happy to have this space clean. You guys know I like to work out in here, and I cannot do that when it's a mess. But like I had mentioned before, it doesn't matter how well you organize, you've got to keep it clean, meaning me. I've got to keep it clean. But I feel really accomplished and I love the way it looks. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, check out Fastic. They are amazing. And if no one has told you today, you are loved, you are worthy, and you are more than enough. Bye guys.